Hello everyone, welcome back to This Day in Weather. In this series, I'll talk about weather events that occurred in the United States on the same date as the video was posted in years past. Today, that date is January 6th. On this date in 1886, the Great Blizzard of 1886 struck the Midwest with high winds, temperatures below zero, and heavy snowfall. These conditions caused as many as 100 deaths, and 80% of the cattle in Kansas were killed. On this date in 1996, a severe nor'easter paralyzed the East Coast from January 6th to the 8th. In Washington, D.C., this storm is also known as the Great Furlough Storm because it occurred during the 1996 federal government shutdown. Snowfall amounts from this event include 47 inches in Big Meadows, Virginia, 30.7 inches in Philadelphia, 27.8 inches in Newark, 24.6 inches at the Dulles International Airport, 24.2 inches in Trenton, 24 inches in Providence, 22.5 inches in Baltimore, 18.2 inches in Boston, 17.1 inches in D.C., and 9.6 inches in Pittsburgh. This date in 2014 was part of an Arctic air outbreak that affected much of the United States, particularly the Midwest. The coldest place in the country was Babbitt, Minnesota, with a low that morning of minus 37 degrees. The low temperature at Chicago O'Hare International Airport was minus 16 degrees that morning, which broke a record for that day of minus 14 degrees, set in 1884 and tied in 1988. This was also in the middle of a big winter storm that started the day before and continued the following day, with Chicago receiving 5 to 7 inches of snow, forcing O'Hare and Midway airports to cancel 1,200 flights. Freezing rain caused a Delta Airlines flight to skid off a taxiway and into a snowbank at JFK International Airport with no injuries. The storms associated with the Arctic front forced numerous road closures and flight delays and cancellations. In New York City, however, there was a period of unseasonably warm temperatures with an early high of 55 degrees on January 6th, dropping over 50 degrees by the next morning, with a record low of 4 degrees on the 7th, breaking a 116-year record low, which was the most extreme temperature swing in New York City since March 1921. The St. Louis metro area had just received 10 to 14 inches of snow, with 12.5 inches right in the city, with outlying areas receiving a little less or a little more. As part of the Arctic blast, with Lambert St. Louis International recording a third coldest January 6th temperature of minus 8 degrees, with a wind chill of minus 33 degrees. The coldest area air temperature was in Rosebud the next morning at minus 26 degrees, while the coldest wind chill in the area was in Litchfield on the 6th at minus 39 degrees. Most of the area that day saw wind chills in the minus 30s or upper minus 20s. That will do it for this edition of This Day in Weather, but be sure to stay tuned in because every time there's a new video, you will learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Please hit the thumbs up button to like this video, and please hit the subscribe button to be sure to never miss a new video.